Hello, my friends, and welcome to New Life 70 Plus. It's always a joy to spend this time with you. Whether you're in your living room, sitting in your garden, or listening with a warm drink in hand, know that this channel is here to walk with you on your journey of healthy aging and senior wellness. Now, let me ask you something that may sound simple at first. When was the last time you truly thought about how much water you drink in a day? Most people will say, "Of course I drink when I'm thirsty." But here's the surprising truth: by the time you feel thirst, your body is already behind, and after age 70, your thirst signal weakens. This means thousands of seniors across America are walking around every day mildly dehydrated without even realizing it. You might think dehydration only happens in the desert or during heat waves, but hospitals in the US report that dehydration is one of the most common reasons older adults end up in the emergency room, even in cooler months. It is a silent danger. It doesn't shout, it whispers, and by the time the signs become obvious, the body is already struggling. That's why today, we are going to explore how much water seniors truly need, why it matters for your kidneys, your heart, and your brain, and how a few small habits can protect your health, your independence, and your future. Think of water as the foundation of your body's house. Without enough of it, the walls crack, the lights flicker, the rooms grow dusty. When you are young, you can get away with skipping a glass or two. But after 70, your house has seen many seasons, and it requires steadier care. Muscles, which store water, decrease with age. Fat tissue, which holds less water, increases. Your natural reserves shrink. On top of that, many older adults take medications, blood pressure pills, diabetes medicines, pain relievers that affect hydration, so the margin for error is much smaller. What happens when you don't drink enough? The signs can be subtle, and that's what makes them dangerous. A dry mouth is obvious, but what about constipation that keeps you uncomfortable for days? What about muscle cramps that wake you at night, or sudden headaches that seem to come out of nowhere? What about confusion, irritability, or feeling unusually tired even after resting? These are often chalked up to just getting old, but in reality they can be your body's way of saying, "I need water." Let me share a story. A 74-year-old man named George loved working in his garden. One June afternoon, he spent hours trimming his hedges and pulling weeds. He hadn't taken a sip of water since breakfast, just a cup of coffee. After bending down, he stood up and felt dizzy. The next thing he knew, he had fallen against the fence. At the hospital, the doctors found his blood pressure had dropped and his kidneys were stressed. The culprit wasn't heart failure or a stroke. It was dehydration. A simple glass of water could have saved him that scare. This is why I tell my patients, water is not optional. It is not something to fit in when you remember. It is a daily medicine, one of the cheapest and most effective natural remedies you can give yourself. And it touches every system. It keeps your blood flowing smoothly, protecting heart health for elderly men and women. It cushions your joints so you can enjoy exercises for seniors at home without pain. It clears toxins, giving your kidneys the support they desperately need after decades of hard work. It sharpens your brain, protecting your memory and focus so you can stay independent. In America, many seniors replace water with coffee, sweet tea, or soda. Coffee can count toward your fluids in moderation, but too much caffeine acts as a diuretic, pulling water out of your body. Soda is worse, full of sugar and chemicals that stress your kidneys and raise your blood sugar. Sweet iced tea, beloved in many households, can give temporary comfort but doesn't hydrate the way plain water does. These drinks become habits, but over time, they quietly drain your health. Replacing even one soda or sweet tea a day with water can be a powerful step towards senior wellness. So how much water do you actually need? The old 8 glasses a day rule is a decent starting point, but not a perfect science. Most healthy adults over 70 do well with about 6 to 8 cups of fluids per day. That's around 1.5 to 2 liters. But here's what's important. It doesn't all have to come from plain water. Herbal teas, broth-based soups, and water-rich foods like cucumbers, watermelon, oranges, and lettuce all contribute. These best foods for seniors not only hydrate but also bring vitamins and fiber. Still, plain water should be the foundation, and the key is consistency. Drinking a large amount at once and then forgetting for hours doesn't help as much as steady sipping throughout the day. Think of it like oiling a machine. You wouldn't pour a bucket on once a week. You'd add a little regularly to keep it running smoothly. Your body works the same way. Why do so many seniors fall behind on water? One reason is fear of frequent bathroom trips. It's true that drinking more means you'll go more often, but avoiding water increases your risk of urinary tract infections, kidney stones, and even falls caused by dizziness. A better strategy is timing. Drink more in the morning and afternoon, less in the evening. That way, you're hydrated during the day but not waking constantly at night. Here's another overlooked factor: taste. Some older adults simply say, "I don't like water." After years of flavored drinks, plain water seems boring. The solution? Infuse it with natural flavor. Add lemon slices, cucumber, berries, or a sprig of mint. It becomes refreshing without added sugar. This small shift turns water into a pleasure rather than a chore. Let's also talk about the brain. Did you know that even mild dehydration, just losing 2% of your body's water, can impair memory and concentration? That's enough to forget why you walked into a room, or to mix up medication schedules. Families sometimes mistake this for early dementia, but in truth, the brain is simply thirsty. For anyone asking how to live longer after 70 with a sharper mind, hydration is one of the simplest longevity tips, and the skin tells its own story. Seniors often complain of dry, itchy skin or more visible wrinkles. Creams and lotions help from the outside, but hydration nourishes from the inside. Well-hydrated skin looks brighter, feels softer, and heals faster from cuts or bruises. Water is one of the most effective anti-aging foods, though we rarely think of it that way. So, how do you know if you're drinking enough? Don't rely on thirst. Instead, pay attention to your urine. Pale yellow means you're on track. Dark yellow or amber means you need more. Clear urine all the time may mean you're overhydrating, which can also be harmful if it dilutes your electrolytes. Balance is the goal. Here is a practical suggestion. Pair water with habits. Drink a glass when you wake up, one with each meal, and one whenever you take medications. Carry a refillable bottle when you leave the house. Set reminders on your phone or leave sticky notes on the fridge. These daily habits for healthy aging are simple but powerful. Now, you may wonder, can you drink too much water? Yes, though it's less common. Drinking excessive amounts in a short time can dilute sodium in the blood, leading to confusion or even seizures. This is called hyponatremia. Seniors with heart or kidney disease must be especially careful. That's why doctor advice for seniors is so important. If you've been told to limit fluids, follow that guidance. The key is not guessing, but knowing your body's needs. Let's imagine a day in the life. You wake up, drink a glass of water before your coffee. At breakfast, you enjoy oatmeal topped with berries and a side of orange slices, hydration built right into your meal. Mid-morning, you sip on herbal tea while reading. At lunch, a bowl of vegetable soup adds fluid and nutrients. In the afternoon, you refill your bottle with water infused with cucumber slices, making hydration refreshing. By dinner, you've already met your needs without effort. At night, you keep a small glass by your bed for a sip if you wake thirsty, but you avoid overdoing it to protect your sleep. That is senior nutrition and senior wellness in action, balanced, steady, and enjoyable. This, my friends, is the foundation. Understanding why hydration matters, recognizing the subtle warning signs, and taking small daily steps. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into how water specifically supports your kidneys and why protecting them after 70 may be one of the most important things you ever do for your long-term health. Your kidneys are among the most hard-working organs in your body, and yet they rarely get the attention they deserve. They sit quietly in your back, filtering more than 50 gallons of blood every single day. They remove waste, balance salts and minerals, and regulate blood pressure. But this non-stop work depends on one simple ingredient: water. Without enough water, your kidneys cannot do their job. And after age 70, when kidney function naturally slows, hydration becomes even more critical. Many older adults don't realize that dehydration is one of the fastest ways to stress the kidneys. Think of your blood as a river. When it flows smoothly with enough water, the kidneys can filter easily. But when you are dehydrated, that river becomes thick like syrup. The kidneys must work harder to push the blood through, and over time, this strain damages the delicate filters inside. This is why dehydration can accelerate chronic kidney disease, a condition that already affects millions of seniors in the United States. One common result of low water intake is kidney stones. These hard crystals form when minerals in your urine become too concentrated. Passing a stone is painful at any age, but for seniors, it can be dangerous, sometimes requiring hospitalization. Yet, kidney stones are often preventable with adequate hydration. Water dilutes the urine, making stones less likely to form. A simple daily habit, drinking those extra glasses of water, can save you from weeks of pain. Another risk is urinary tract infection. Bacteria thrive when urine is concentrated and not flushed out regularly. Seniors, especially women, are more vulnerable to infections, which can spread quickly to the kidneys. Confusion, fever, burning during urination, these are not just inconveniences. For older adults, they can escalate into sepsis, a life-threatening condition. Once again, water is the most natural remedy. By drinking enough, you create a steady flow that washes bacteria away before they can take hold. But there's another layer of complexity after 70. Medications. Many seniors take diuretics, often called water pills, to manage high blood pressure or heart conditions. These medications help the body release excess fluid, but they can also tip you into dehydration if you are not careful. Others take diabetes medicines or pain relievers that affect kidney function. This is why doctor advice for seniors is so essential. A blanket rule like 8 glasses a day may not fit everyone. Some of you may need more water, some may need less, depending on your prescriptions and overall health. Let's consider the story of Evelyn, age 73, living in Texas. She was taking a diuretic for her blood pressure. Wanting to avoid frequent trips to the bathroom, she began limiting her fluids. Over the summer, she became weak, her ankles swelled, and she developed a urinary infection. She thought it was just age catching up, but blood tests showed her kidneys were under strain. With her doctor's guidance, she learned to spread her fluids throughout the day, 1 glass with each meal, 1 mid-morning, 1 mid-afternoon, and to pay attention to the color of her urine. Within weeks, her energy returned, and her kidneys stabilized. Evelyn's story is not unique. It is a reminder that hydration is not optional. It is essential. What are the early warning signs that your kidneys need more water? Dark urine is the most obvious, but others are easy to miss. Persistent constipation, muscle cramps, fatigue, swelling in your ankles or feet, and even sudden confusion. Families sometimes panic when a senior becomes disoriented, fearing dementia, but sometimes the culprit is as simple as dehydration. Imagine the relief when confusion lifts after something as basic as a few glasses of water. Unfortunately, American culture doesn't always make it easy. Many older adults rely on coffee, sweet tea, or soda instead of water. Coffee and tea can be part of your fluids, but too much caffeine acts as a diuretic. Soda is even worse, packed with sugar that stresses both kidneys and blood vessels. These habits become part of daily routines: coffee at breakfast, soda at lunch, sweet tea at dinner, but they quietly erode kidney health. Replacing even one of these drinks each day with water can change your trajectory. It's one of the simplest daily habits for healthy aging. Climate also plays a role. Seniors in hot states like Arizona or Florida lose water quickly through sweat, even if they don't notice it. Air conditioning, common in American homes, dries the air, increasing fluid loss through skin and breathing. This means you may need more water than you think, especially in summer. Waiting until you feel thirsty is not enough. By then, your kidneys are already working overtime. So what can you do? Build water into your routines. Have a glass when you wake up. Pair a glass with every medication you take. Drink with meals. Carry a refillable bottle when you go out. These small changes add up, and soon they become as natural as brushing your teeth. If plain water feels boring, flavor it with lemon, cucumber, or berries. Herbal teas and broth-based soups also count. And remember, foods like watermelon, oranges, cucumbers, and lettuce provide hydration too. These best foods for seniors combine water with vitamins and fiber, supporting both hydration and nutrition. If you worry about nighttime trips to the bathroom, adjust your timing. Drink more in the morning and afternoon, less in the evening. This way, you stay hydrated without disrupting your sleep. And if frequent urination is a persistent problem, talk with your doctor. Sometimes medications or prostate issues are at play, and these can be addressed. Cutting water is not the solution, it only creates bigger problems. Medical tests can help you and your doctor monitor kidney health. A simple blood test measures creatinine and estimates kidney function. A urine test reveals whether your urine is too concentrated, signaling dehydration. These tests are quick, inexpensive, and provide powerful information. If you notice dizziness, sudden weakness, swelling, or confusion, don't brush them off. See your doctor. These could be early signs of dehydration or kidney strain. Hydration also supports mobility and independence. Well-hydrated muscles and joints work better. making exercises for seniors at home safer and more comfortable. Proper hydration keeps your blood pressure stable, reducing the risk of dizziness and falls. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury in seniors, but something as simple as steady hydration lowers the risk. Water is not just about comfort, it is about protecting your ability to live independently. Let's not forget energy. Many seniors complain of feeling drained by mid-afternoon. Often, the cause isn't age but dehydration. When your blood volume drops, your heart pumps harder and your muscles tire faster. A glass of water can be more effective than another cup of coffee. For those wondering how to live longer after 70 with more energy, hydration is a simple, powerful step. So, the lesson is clear. Your kidneys need you to drink steadily, not occasionally. They need you to replace soda with water, to listen to your body's signals, and to follow doctor advice if you are on medications. These small actions are natural remedies that protect your kidneys from stones, infections, and long-term decline. They are not glamorous, but they are life-saving. As we move forward, keep this truth in mind. Your kidneys are filtering your blood right now. Every sip of water you take makes their job easier. Every day you stay hydrated, you are choosing health, independence, and peace of mind. And next, we will explore how hydration protects another vital system, your heart and your brain. We will see how water influences blood pressure, circulation, memory, and mood, and why a simple daily habit can reduce the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and cognitive decline. We have already seen how vital water is for your kidneys, and how steady hydration can prevent stones, infections, and long-term decline. But water's role doesn't stop there. It flows into every corner of your body, carrying oxygen and nutrients, keeping your heart strong and your brain sharp. After 70, when both the heart and the brain are more vulnerable, hydration becomes one of the most powerful longevity tips you can follow. Let's begin with the heart. Your blood is nearly 90% water. When you are well hydrated, your blood flows smoothly, like a clean river moving through open channels. But when you are dehydrated, your blood thickens, becoming sluggish. This forces your heart to work harder with every beat. For seniors with already weakened hearts, this extra strain can tip the balance, leading to irregular rhythms, high blood pressure spikes, or even heart failure episodes. Adequate water keeps circulation efficient, protecting heart health for elderly men and women every single day. Thicker blood also means a higher risk of clots. Imagine two rivers, one filled with clear water, the other with sticky syrup. Which one is more likely to clog? Your bloodstream works the same way. Dehydration increases the chance that platelets will clump together, forming dangerous clots. For seniors, clots can travel to the lungs, the heart, or the brain, causing pulmonary embolism, heart attack, or stroke. This is why hydration is not just comfort, it is prevention. A few extra glasses of water each day can literally save your life. Now let's turn to blood pressure. Many older adults in America take medications for high blood pressure. But dehydration complicates the picture. When your body is short on fluids, your blood volume drops. In some cases, this causes dizziness and fainting when you stand up, known as orthostatic hypotension. In others, the body compensates by constricting blood vessels, raising blood pressure even higher. Both extremes are dangerous, leading to falls or heart strain. Proper hydration stabilizes blood pressure, working alongside medication to keep it in a safe range. I remember Mr. Harris, age 76, who came to me worried about sudden dizzy spells every time he stood from his chair. He feared he was developing a neurological disease. But when we reviewed his habits, I saw he drank little water, mostly coffee and diet soda. His blood pressure dropped sharply whenever he stood because his blood volume was too low. After adding 3 glasses of water to his daily routine, the dizzy spells vanished. His story is a reminder that sometimes the solution is simple but powerful. Hydration also connects deeply with brain health. Your brain is about 75% water. It is bathed in fluid that cushions it, delivers nutrients, and clears waste. When you are dehydrated, that fluid decreases. Even mild dehydration, just 2% loss of body water, can affect memory, attention, and mood. Seniors may notice this as forgetfulness in the afternoon, trouble focusing on reading, or sudden irritability. Families sometimes fear these are early signs of dementia, but often the brain is simply thirsty. Scientific studies confirm that hydration improves cognitive performance in older adults. Tasks like remembering words, solving puzzles, or following instructions become harder when the body is dehydrated. On the flip side, drinking water can quickly restore clarity. For those seeking natural remedies to protect memory and focus, water is one of the cheapest and most effective. Mood is another hidden piece of the puzzle. Dehydration triggers the release of stress hormones, which increase anxiety and irritability. Seniors who feel unusually down or on edge may not connect it to fluids, but the link is real. Drinking enough water supports balanced mood and calmness, complementing other wellness after 70 practices like meditation and exercise. Sleep is also tied to hydration. Poor hydration can lead to dry mouth, leg cramps, and restless nights. Yet overhydrating before bed disrupts sleep with bathroom trips. The key is balance. Most water in the morning and afternoon, lighter intake in the evening. With this rhythm, you can sleep better after 70 while still keeping your organs protected. Let's not forget circulation to the brain. Proper hydration maintains blood flow, reducing the risk of small vessel disease, a condition that contributes to strokes and memory decline. In fact, research shows that dehydration at the time of a stroke doubles the risk of poor outcomes. That means something as basic as your daily water intake can influence recovery from life's biggest health emergencies. Consider the story of Martha, age 78, who lived alone in Michigan. One summer, her daughter noticed she was unusually forgetful and short-tempered. Fearing dementia, they brought her to the clinic. Tests showed no neurological disease, but her blood was concentrated, her sodium elevated, classic signs of dehydration. With a structured hydration plan, Martha's memory and mood returned to normal. Her daughter said, "I thought I was losing my mum, but really she just needed water." These stories illustrate a profound truth. Stress, fatigue, memory loss, high blood pressure, many challenges of aging are worsened, even created, by dehydration. Yet the solution is within reach. Seniors do not need expensive supplements or miracle cures. They need consistency. They need to choose water every day. Of course, hydration is not one size fits all. Some seniors with heart or kidney disease may need fluid restrictions to avoid overload. This is why doctor advice for seniors is essential. If you have swelling in your legs, sudden weight gain, or difficulty breathing, check with your doctor before increasing fluids. Balance is key. For most healthy older adults, however, drinking steadily through the day is safe and beneficial. So how do you weave hydration into daily life? Pair water with routines. A glass when you wake up, one with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A refill mid-morning and mid-afternoon. Add water-rich foods, salads, citrus fruits, soups, so hydration becomes part of your diet. Flavor water naturally with lemon or berries to make it enjoyable. Carry a bottle when you go for walks, especially in warm weather. These daily habits for healthy aging are simple but effective. Imagine the benefits: a steadier heartbeat, smoother circulation, sharper memory, calmer mood, fewer dizzy spells, fewer headaches, fewer trips to the hospital. This is senior wellness at its best: prevention, not cure. It is how to live longer after 70, not by chance, but by choice. As we move into the final part of this journey, we will bring everything together. We will see how hydration fits with nutrition, exercise, and lifestyle, and we will create a clear vision for how seniors can thrive each day with peace of mind. And finally, we will close with an invitation to live your healthiest years now and to share that journey with others. We have walked a long road together in this conversation about water. We began with the surprising truth that after 70, your thirst signal weakens, making you vulnerable to silent dehydration. We saw how a simple glass of water is more than comfort, it is protection for your kidneys, your heart, and your brain. Along the way, we uncovered stories of seniors who struggled with dizziness, confusion, or infections, only to discover that the solution was right there in their kitchen faucet. Let us gather the lessons. Your kidneys need water to flush waste, prevent stones, and protect against infection. Your heart needs water to keep blood flowing smoothly, to avoid dangerous clots, and to maintain stable blood pressure. Your brain needs water to think clearly, to remember, to regulate mood, and to prevent fatigue. Every sip of water is a message to these organs. I am caring for you. I want you to last. Now let's talk about the practical side. How can seniors in America build hydration into everyday life? The key is routine. Start your morning with a glass of water before coffee. Make water part of every meal. Keep a glass at the table with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Carry a refillable bottle when you run errands, walk in your neighborhood, or visit the park. In the afternoon, instead of reaching for soda or another cup of coffee, choose herbal tea or water flavored naturally with lemon or cucumber. At dinner, include water-rich foods, soups, salads, fruit. By the time evening comes, you will have met your needs without effort. These are the daily habits for healthy aging that seem small but create big change. Replace one soda with water each day, and you reduce sugar load, protect your kidneys, and lower your risk of diabetes. Add a glass of water before meals, and you support digestion, weight management, and blood sugar balance. Flavor water with fruit instead of buying bottled sweet tea, and you save money while protecting your heart health for elderly years. Each choice is a natural remedy. Each sip is a step towards senior wellness. What about monitoring? You don't need complicated tools. Pay attention to your body. The color of your urine is one of the best indicators. Pale yellow means good hydration. Dark yellow means you need more. Clear urine all the time may mean you're overdoing it, diluting your salts. Balance is what we seek. If you notice dizziness, sudden weakness, swelling, or confusion, do not ignore it. These may be signs to see your doctor. Simple blood and urine tests can check kidney function and electrolyte balance. This is doctor advice for seniors that prevents small issues from becoming hospital visits. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Hydration is one of the most effective longevity tips because it addresses so many systems at once. It reduces the risk of falls by preventing dizziness. It lowers the chance of infections. It protects memory and mood. It eases digestion and constipation. It supports your skin, making you look and feel younger. It is the ultimate anti-aging food, hiding in plain sight. Let us imagine your life 6 months from now, if you choose these habits. You wake in the morning and reach for water first. You eat a breakfast rich in fruit, adding natural hydration to your day. You move through the afternoon without headaches or fatigue, enjoying a walk with steady energy. Your digestion is smoother, your mood calmer, your memory sharper. Your doctor smiles at your stable blood pressure and healthy labs. You sleep better, not waking from cramps or confusion. This is not fantasy. This is the power of consistent hydration, woven into a healthy lifestyle for seniors. And imagine the relief for your family. They see you with more energy, less risk of sudden illness, fewer hospital visits. They see you laughing, remembering details, enjoying meals, playing with grandchildren. You become an example of healthy aging, teaching by your actions what wellness after 70 can look like. This is a legacy worth leaving not only years of life, but life in your years. So, my friends, the message is simple but urgent. Drink water, not because you are thirsty, but because you are wise. Drink water because your kidneys, heart, and brain depend on it. Drink water because prevention is easier than cure. This is one of the most natural remedies available to you, and it is within your control every single day. As we close this journey, take a slow, deep breath. Picture yourself pouring a glass of water, lifting it to your lips, and feeling your body receive it like a gift. That gift is health. That gift is independence. That gift is more time to laugh, to love, to live fully. If this message has encouraged you, if you believe water can change the health of someone you love, please share this video with them. If you want more guidance on senior health, senior nutrition, and daily habits for healthy aging, subscribe to New Life 70+. And if you found hope here, give this video a like so more seniors can discover it. Together, we are building a community of wisdom, resilience, and joy. A community where seniors thrive, where wellness after 70 is not just possible but natural. Until next time, may your days be filled with peace, your nights with rest, and your glass always be half full. This is your new life, and it begins with a sip of water.